Good morning, everybody. I'm forecaster Dustin Staples here with you on this Sunday. It is a first alert weather day. We continue to been informing you about this for the last few days ahead of this time. Now the day has arrived here. We're going to continue to monitor today's weather, of course, still on par for seeing about 1 to 2 inches of rain here. The wind threat is also the next priority thing we're watching. Behind this, again, the tornado threat is low. It's not zero, but again, these storms that have been pushing through parts of the Tennessee, Ohio River Valley has already produced a number of tornadoes. We got those reports coming up here for you, further coming in a little bit too. And because of all this, the National Weather Service is already beginning to issue wind advisories, parts of Dare, Terrell, and also down towards Carteret counties. So again, our friends along our coastal communities are already under the wind alert. This will continue for much of today and going the overnight hours as well. So if you're not in this, doesn't mean you're going to see wind alert criteria, but it just lets you know that we're going to see some form of a wind potential out there for most of you today. So make sure, if you haven't done so already, I would advise you before noon today, you take everything outside, deflate the inflatables because they're going to be blowing across your yard. You don't want that too. Pretty mild and a little warm, already getting close to near 70 along our coastal communities here just before about 7 o'clock this morning. Look at this, 24 hours ago, we're already running about 10 to 20 plus degrees warmer than we were yesterday around this time for everybody here. So letting you know that it's warm, and again, it's a little muggy out the door. You've been stepped out the door, you're going, whew, it feels a little like summer, and that is the case for you too. Because of this front here, we've got our dew points in the low and mid 60s. So definitely a day, a frizz alert, would like to call it that, on top of that matter too. Winds are starting to pick up too, already coming out of the south, about 10 to 15, 12 miles an hour here for some of you here. So this is going to be our general theme as we go through much of today. The radar here already picking up on some rain showers south along the coast, even getting ready a little action towards Greenville. We got some more of these heavy embedded showers. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a rumble of thunder outside of Jacksonville, Maysville, Swansboro region, picking up a little bit of that activity, even going down towards parts of that region north of Kinston there, seeing a little bit of that shower activity. But the main line of this is all this is affiliated with. This is producing some tornado warnings, even some thunderstorm warnings, parts of Alabama and Florida here. And again, the system here has been kind of dissipating. Like I said earlier, yesterday, Saturday, was producing multiple tornado reports just outside of Nashville, even going down towards parts of I-155 there, picking up a little bit of that hail and some damaging winds out towards Huntsville, Alabama, and even outside of Mississippi there, picking up on some major storm concerns for that region. And because of this, the Storm Prediction Center has now issued as a part of a level 2 of 5 of a slight risk of severe weather. This includes parts of Lenoir, Martin, Greene counties, even down towards Carteret, Craven counties too. Seeing a little bit, that includes Pitt County here north of Rocky Mount. They're still under that general risk of thunderstorms, that level 1 risk with that matter. So letting you know that, don't let your guard down today. You have to be very cautious of what we're going to be in forecasting too. Now, the instability we're watching here, do know that by midday, we're going to start seeing thunderstorms fire up once again. So it's the first round this morning. It's just your typical heavy embedded thunderstorms. The main line you see here eventually makes its way into about 4 or 5 o'clock here, anyway down parts of Elizabeth City, Greenville, all the way down parts of 264 and 995, seeing the shower activity take apart. Meanwhile, it's going to be producing snow out towards the western part of the state, even going to Virginia. No snow for us, still dealing with thunderstorms. Here we are about midnight. The secondary round of the thunderstorm activity is finally moving in our area as we get towards about 2, 3, 4 o'clock, still dealing with showers. Probably not a heavy rain event with this by this time, but again, knowing that we're going to still see mostly to partly cloudy skies and overcast start on your Monday. So make sure the kids, and of course, if you're heading out to work tomorrow, have an umbrella with you on standby. You won't need it as much as we go through the day on Monday, as most of the rain will start to taper south with you too. Now, again, starting out in the low and mid 40s on Monday, that's going to be the chill. So we have the warm air today, the cooler weather tomorrow, highs getting near 50. We'll see some clouds, and the winds will also be coming out of the north and northwest here. And you kind of see here today those suddenly flow winds anywhere between about 15 to 25, even 30 miles an hour. That is the front. You kind of see that front brings those wind gusts upward to right around 25 to 45 miles an hour. We could get a few isolated 50-mile-per-hour gusts overnight, so make sure you do have alerts turned on your phone so you can kind of get a gist of what goes on. And of course, if you do see an alert, pay attention to it. Put the ringer up all night to make sure you have all your alerts on with you, just on standby, to keep that in mind. Rainfall amounts, again, the latest models projecting between 1 and 2, maybe not as much rain as you make your way down further south of I-95, but our coastal regions here, I think this model is a little overdone towards parts of Cape Hatteras, but it's giving you an idea anywhere, generally speaking, between about 1 and 2 inches of rain. So your forecast for today, do expect to see showers and thunderstorms, but warm and humid here thanks to the southerly winds. Temperatures are going to be in the low 70s here for you. Tonight, overnight lows will fall in the mid 40s. Well, temperatures will fall overnight. Again, winds will be shifting from the northwest to the west-northwest as we go through the rest of your day. Again, first alert weather day today. We'll see the cool air start to settle in for us for tomorrow, Tuesday, even Wednesday. Here, highs dipping down to the 40s. Even we'll see a low to mid 50s by the time we get towards next weekend. I know it looks ominous for next weekend, but let's take this one storm system at a time. Be sure to have the WITN First Alert Weather app in your hand today.